Hello, hello, Libra. This is Ms. Joan of Ms. Jones Tarot on the Hill, and I'm coming to you to talk about November, which will, of course, start with October 31st and end this month on November 27th. That is just how I roll with 7 days of a week, and that's how things kind of merge that way. So I'm programming the cards for you for this particular month. And I'll lay them out, and we'll have 4 weeks of cards, 4 columns, 3 cards apiece. One it will be where you are, one is what's blocking you, and the third will be your solution. And then we'll add more information by adding more cards. Okay? We'll do week-to-week videos for all the other weeks. So these cards are programmed. Now I'm going to go ahead and program these cards for the week of October 31st to the 6th, so that we'll be ready to go at the end of this video for the first week. Perfect! Now we're ready to go. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and lay these cards out into 4 columns. All the cards face me. It doesn't change the meaning of the card. It just means I don't read them upside down. If you find yourself wanting some private time and private reading, I have time in my schedule available. So go ahead and go to my website and click the book appointment button, and we can do a private reading. Excellent. Let's just see what the cards are saying, right? Okay, so for the first week of November, which is, of course, the 31st through the 6th, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, ta-da! 6 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, and the King of Wands. So what we're looking at here is there's part of you that wants to help other people with your power, and that's a wonderful truth for you as a Libra, that you're always trying to find ways to help out, and that's pretty cool. You're going to find that on this week, the thing that's blocking you might be your partner in crime, your partner in life, your loved one. And it's just, you know, maybe you're wanting to give the shirt off your back when there's no room for that particular thing. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to keep you on an even keel because you'd like to just do. And it's important for you to take into consideration the consequences of what you want to do. Okay? There is going to be somebody of like mind. The King of Wands is telling me that you're going to have somebody of like mind, of male energy, who's going to back you up on your plan. Like, wait, we can do this. But then you won't be doing it alone, and that'll be helpful. Because maybe your partner is more concerned about the fact that they might have to join you in the process, and that's a lot of energy to put out for your partner who may or may not be a Virgo or a Libra. Okay? So let's pay attention to that and set it aside for a moment as we look into next week, which is going to be November 7th through the 13th. And we have pulled the Magician, which means you are going to make some shit happen on the physical plane. And that is good because you are putting your energies into the things you feel passionately about, and you're going to be able to make anything you want happen through action. All right, so pay attention, do the actions, and you'll get what you want. Cool? Alrighty. And there is the 5 of Pentacles, which is blocking you in this particular week, which is telling me that your financial situation at the time may be perfectly awesome, but at the same time, it will be part of what's in consideration while you're getting ready to do your plan. Okay? So pay attention. And it looks like your solution is to fight for your worth. It's the Knight of Pentacles, which is, of course, telling me that you need to tell the universe that while you're going to do what you want to do, yes, that's good, and you are probably going to use that energy to help others, like we talked about last week. You're going to want to be appreciated for your efforts, okay? Pay attention to how that comes out. You like to have your worth and value appreciated, and that's not uncommon. Cool. So, the next week over, being November 14th through the 20th, we are talking about how there's part of you that is, we pulled the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is how you're starting. And the Two of Swords talks very plainly about the fact that you're operating a little bit out of fear, meaning that you've stopped yourself from moving forward because you're afraid of what's going on. And so it's important for you to claim your power by way of putting your swords down. Stop defending yourself so much. Relax a bit. And realize there's nothing to be afraid of. I know that's hard to take in, because you've got that fight or flight thing going on, and I want you to just take a deep breath, okay? The fact is that you're just on the outside with your own ideas. The Nine of Wands is shown up here as where you're blocked. It means that your thinking is not the same as everybody else's, so it's hard for them to get on board with what you're talking about because they don't necessarily think like you do. Which is what makes you a beautiful human being, because you're different, you're unique, and you're on your own. Allow that to be okay, while at the same time understand that sometimes the way we think can be altered or mooshed. I like that. It's going to be mooshed a little bit to make it fit a little bit better into the mainstream. And it will benefit you financially if you do so, because we pulled the Four of Pentacles as your foundation, as your solution card. We're going to go in depth on all of this, on each week individually in subsequent videos, but I want you to just sort of take that as it is for now and know that we're going to get more information about that. The final week of November, the 21st through the 27th, we have the King of Swords, which tells me that there's somebody who wants to be in charge of every little thing, who is playing a part in your world right now. And that is important to pay attention to. The area where you're blocked is through the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is somebody who wants to fight for his ideas. So somebody's going to be fighting for their ideas and trying to boss you around. So this is a super interesting week. And interestingly enough, your solution is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is all about taking your power back, reclaiming your power, maybe redesignating who does what, taking on more responsibility that you may have designated to somebody who's doing it the way you don't like it. So now you need to regroup, redress, and pull back, and get that information back in your pocket, okay? Because it's important for you to know that everything is going according to plan, according to your plan. Okay? Trust and believe in yourself. That's important. So I'm going to go ahead and set these weeks aside. We'll go back to them in more videos and talk about how the rest of the month will go. But I'm going to take the first week, 31st through the 6th, and we're going to go ahead and spread out some more cards and talk about that more in depth right this minute, okay? So we're going to add a few cards and talk about what's going on. Okay, so we had talked already about having pulled the Six of Swords to start the month, October 31st through the 6th. And so we're talking about you wanting to use your power to help others, right? We added the Chariot and the Hanged Man, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that you're going to have some movement in how you help people and how you want to help people, but you can't judge how it comes to you. It's going to be a little, don't get hung up on every little thing, okay? It's important for you not to over obsess about how it's coming. It may not be the way you think it should be wrapped up. It won't have the right bow, but it'll have something, and you'll be able to help others. It may not be the way you wanted to, but it's the way they need it, okay? The Two of Cups is coming. It is an area where you're blocked. We talked about your partner in crime in life, maybe not being on board with every little thing you got going on. But it's showing also that the hard work of convincing her or him to be a part of this will be over, and your foundation will be solid, even though it will be solidified in the process. So there is work involved in getting everybody on the same page, but it doesn't mean it's impossible, okay? Just do the work, explain how and why and how it's going to work and how it won't financially screw everybody up, and then everybody will be on the same page, and you will have the support you want and need to feel comfortable moving forward. Because when you feel like you're skulking around behind the scenes of your relationship, things get really screwy, and we don't want none of that, okay? Now, part of your solution is talking to another fella of like mind. Now, this person or this male energy of like mind is going to help you process the information and come out on the other side with the right answer. You have a karmic tie to this person. This is the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me that this person is close personal friend who has always never steered you wrong, okay? So just keep that in mind and appreciate that for what it is. Hang on to it and know that it's all right. Because the last card we pulled here is a Three of Cups, which is telling me that the end of your solution is a celebration of minds coming back together, and you may have had a disagreement in the beginning of the week, but it looks like it's come around, and you've worked it out, and everything is on the up and up now. So this is a very nice week. You and your loved ones going through a lumpy bump and surviving. Yay! Very nice. So, excellent. I look forward to doing more readings and seeing you for the week of November 7th through the 13th. And this is a good week. We will talk to you next about that. Okay? Thank you.